Thank you so much, sir, for having me on. And it is definitely a pleasure for me to be a part of your enterprise. When I first read the paper, or when we start first, when we started talking about the concept first, I was quite blown away by the forward vision that you had proposed in your paper, and I thought that this could revolutionize the man woman relationship as we know it today. I mean, of course, social media has brought about a lot of things to light, especially regarding relationships and how many different kinds of relationships there are there. So as I see it from the paper as well as from the social media presence, that we have moved along the usual monogamous concept, and there are different kinds of relationships that are out there, but they are under the purview of being very, very silent, or they're not out there in the open, mainly due to social conditioning. So I mean, it's quite an exciting project that could bring the hidden facets of these relationships to the world. Like I mentioned briefly, the tokenomics part of it really made me sit up and take notice, because honestly, I haven't come across a project where we weigh the number of likes according to how much token of PO can
DRPD, DRPD.
sorry, DRPD, we can stand to win.
Here we are opting for a Kundali match, but not in a traditional sense of the term. Here we are asking you to define yourself and define your partner. So that's where these 12 features, 12 gunas come. So we are asking you to select 5 features of yours and what 5 features you are looking in your partner.
Correct.
So Kundali match is one serious way where the system, the algorithm, the 8-circle matchmaking algorithm would basically find matches for you. So first is Kundali match. This is mandatory. 5 features must match.
Yeah.
Which you have put in your partner selection. Then zone match. There are 3 zones. One zone is for seniors, one zone for married people, and one zone for singles, which is called love grounds.
Correct.
So zone match should also happen.
Mm-hmm.
Then first language preference should also match, and then gender preference should also match. If all these 4 matches happen, only then we will suggest you a match. Now, just assume for a moment 1 million users in the network. And out of these 10 lakh users, less than 1% will have Kundali match.
Correct.
Which means 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
And out of 10,000, less than half would have zone match, 5,000. Then out of 5,000, less than 20% would have first language match, which comes down to only 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Then out of 1,000, less than half would have gender preference match, comes down to 500. So like this, filtering would decide that ultimately you will get around 500 match.
Right.
Then we will basically do a scoring of all these matches based upon your interest, other languages, groups you joined, and likes you earned. So based upon that, the highest score match would get the first view. And like this, all these 500 matches would be put into a sequence. Highest score will get first view and the lowest score will get the last view. Now, you know that the first view that you are getting has the highest match score. Now, if you're going from first view to second view, then the score is declining.
Correct.
But if you still want to go, then for every view you have to pay. So we are also removing swipe addiction here?
It's definitely, it makes my job as a woman easier, actually. So instead of just browsing through millions or say hundreds of profiles where it's all about, people wanting to just hook up, I know that there is a system out there for me where the algorithm will decide who is the best match for myself. So that, I mean, of course, I am not somebody who is very, very active on dating site. I mean, once in a while, maybe. So the reason why I keep jumping back in and out of dating apps is because of this. Because at some point, it just feels like it's just one person with 10, 50 profiles of the same kind. We'll see where it goes. So if I am putting in my expectation list in the system, and the system is actually able to find a partner for me based on that, it makes my job as a woman a lot easier. So yes, I think that this is quite promising. I think this is one thing that will really appeal to women.
Flix is where things get very interesting. Floating live-in commitment stake. Actually, the prime idea behind this is, can we bring DeFi kind of a instrument in world of love, sex, and mating? That was the prime idea. Now, how to do that? That was something I was struggling for quite a number of months, but ultimately I could crack the problem. And if you remember, if you actually notice, in our society, whenever people want to get married, their parents first get them engaged.
Correct.
And even before a formal sagai, there happens something which is called roka. Flix is virtual roka. Got it?
Yeah.
Now, if you also notice another thing, when people do some sort of a roka, informal engagement, boy's family generally gives some gold necklace or some sort of gold instrument or ornament to her as a gift, as a sign of commitment.
Correct.
And girl family tends to give either gold or something similar kind of a gift in order to showcase your commitment. Am I right?
Yes.
Now I'm saying, let's recreate that kind of commitment through a virtual smart contract mode.